What is up, everybody? My name is Thomas with TMWYT. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my first video showcasing my personal vehicle, my daily driver, my 2013 Volkswagen Golf R on AccuAir air suspension and airlift performance series bags, as well as many other mods I'm going to show you today in the video. This is kind of be an introduction to my channel and kind of a starting point of where my car is at. We'll just go forward from here and showing off everything I do to the car, everything that happens to the car, all the shows. I'm really excited to start off this channel and show you guys my car. And so let's get right into it. Alright guys, we have gotten to the parking garage in the beautiful state of Utah. We have the mountains in the background. But this is my 2013 Volkswagen Golf R on AccuAir air suspension and airlift performance series bags. As you can see, it is wrapped by a company here in Utah called Visual Labs. I'll link them down in the description below. Be sure to check them out. They're a super cool wrap shop. They made this whole thing come together so awesome. Custom. Half black camo, half white camo down the center. The only seam is down the center line. Both sides are printed individually. So the black side is printed on black, the white side is printed on white. The only seam is running down the center of the car. Currently I'm on my winter wheels, which are the stock 2013 Golf R wheels, powder coated black, and you can see the brakes back in there. Yep, there's the brakes. Stock Golf R brakes as well. Probably the first thing you might have noticed if you know Volkswagens is, where's the Volkswagen logo? There should be a giant Volkswagen logo right in front of the grille. That is because I've done a badge delete. The notch has been filled as well as the badgeless grille has been installed. You can see that the R badge as well is no longer on the front bumper. So it is a full badge delete, custom bodywork. Can't even tell that there was ever a Volkswagen emblem there. Coming up to the top, this is a newest addition. We have some Yakima whisk bars, super low profile roof racks. Okay, up front here we have this super dark windshield, and it's because I did the 45% windshield tint. My wrap shop did that as well, Visual Labs, and they did a super good job, as well as the 5% window tint on the sides and 2.5 window tint in the rear, and that is just 5% on top of 5%. Get the double layer, super dark effect. I mean, you can't even, and it turns out for a super cool look, just looks like a black mirror. And then back around here we have the same 2.5% in the rear. We have the Depot dark cherry Euro tails. They are LED setup, similar to the European Golf R's got. In the video they flicker, that's because they are LEDs. And back here we have my custom Utah license plate. Coming down here, we have one of my favorite additions. Sorry about your neck license plate frame. I'd say, you know, most people driving down the street, they tilt their heads a little bit. I mean, it's nothing crazy, it's not like a Ferrari, Lamborghini. But the wrap does turn heads, so that's why I do have the funny plate frame back there. You know, just kind of a joke I just thought I'd throw on there. I think it looks funny. And also, just like in the front, you'll notice that there is no longer a Volkswagen badge back here as well, and that is because I did the rear badge delete also back here. Custom body work, the trunk latch, which is where the VW badge usually sits. It's a trunk latch to open the trunk. That has been gutted, everything removed, the wires soldered off, so there's no error lights or anything, and you get that flush no VW badge look. Also, the R badge has been removed. And you may ask, after I deleted the emblem in the rear, how do you open up your trunk? There's a trunk pop on the key right here. This middle button will pop the trunk, and all you do is come over here, you hold the trunk pop, you put your fingers in the groove, and you open up the trunk, which will reveal my custom air suspension and sound system trunk setup. This is all custom work that me and my dad did in our garage. This is all garage built besides the wrap. Back here you'll also see my Rockford Fosgate P3 12-inch sub in a custom fitted sub enclosure that we made out of fiberglass. We, meaning me and my daddy, helps me with a lot of things on my car, but we custom made the sub box out of fiberglass and it fits perfectly in the hatch of the Golf R. Over here is my amp rack, that's what we call it. That is my Rockford Fosgate R300X4 and my Rockford Fosgate P400X1 amps. This is a dedicated mono block for the sub specifically, which is running in parallel with the 4-channel amp for the speakers, which are all Rockford Fosgate and upgraded throughout the car. And the whole system sounds amazing and is perfectly tuned. I'm really proud of the work that I did there. And you can see my distribution block for all my power, as well as back here we have my air suspension setup, which is not a traditional setup. I kind of have everything exposed currently because I'm trying to find the best idea of how to cover everything up. I mean, everybody does the wood paneling, and I think that's really cool, but I just like to be different, so I'm trying to think of something right now to cover everything up and make it look all nice. But currently we have this wrapped in Alcantara or suede. Looks really, really nice. And then over here we have this wrapped in black leather, which I'm trying to decide on what I should do. I think I might end up doing Alcantara on both sides and then cover something. This is my AccuAir VU4 manifold with these soft lines, and that is the adapter for the AccuAir Endo CT, which is AccuAir's new tanks that they have, which is the compressor inside of the tank. So that's why you don't see a compressor in this air suspension setup like most traditional air suspension setups. The tank actually has the compressor suspended within itself, and you can see the line for it back in here, and that's where it draws the air, and then it compresses it inside and leaves it all in there. It's super efficient, very quiet. I did have the dual compressors before, and this is a world's difference. It's insane. I love it so much. But that is the trunk setup here, mounted around the spare. The spare was deleted. And there is the ECU for the E level. So this is AccuAir Endo CT, AccuAir VU4, and it is also the AccuAir E level. So it's got height adjusters, so different heights will adjust on the car, and I also have presets for that as well. But that is the trunk setup. Let me play some music for you and you can see some sub movement. It won't transfer over very well via camera, but let me tell you, if you ever get a chance to see it in person or hear it in person, it's amazing. So let me just turn that on really quick. Rattling, but not too noticeable. So that's pretty much going around all the outside aesthetic mods. Not much has been done in my interior besides the air suspension and the custom head unit for the sound system. Everything pretty much else in here is stock. I do have my cop radar, so I definitely recommend it. It's the Uniden R3 cop radar, and I do have this flush mount from Amazon, which I'll link down in the description below. So I definitely recommend it. It's the Uniden R3 cop radar, and I do have this flush mount from Amazon, which I'll link down in the description below. And then here's the controller. Right now we're all the way backed out, which is this button down here. We can go up to 1, which is the lowest setting that I can drive the car on. 3 is my ride height, and 2 is the highest setting that I'd like to drive it on. So if it's ever really bad snow, or I know that it's going to be kind of a rougher road, I'll put it up on 2 just to be safe. And then you can adjust each one individually, or the front and the back all at once. And then you can just go back to ride height. Now this is aired all the way up. Sometimes I get asked all the time, how high does your air suspension go? And that is definitely higher than stock. That is crazy. I can fit like an entire fist in that fitment right there. Oh, it's so bad. But it's amazing for daily driving, especially here in Utah with all the snow and everything. Anytime anything worries me about scraping or getting over stuff or getting over snow, you just air it all the way up and you have no issues whatsoever. And then I can just lay it down on the floor. Air suspension is probably my favorite mod that I've done to the car. It is so amazing. But this is aired all the way up. I would never drive like this. I just use it to get over stuff. But that is aired all the way up. Monster truck status. Looking so baller. Oh my gosh, wow. And then I will bag it out one more time for you guys. And that is bagged all the way out. I think I covered everything for now. Let's head back to my garage where it's not so cold and windy. We can talk some more about the car. Okay, we're back in my garage. We're gonna take a look under the hood. And don't mind how dirty it is. This is my daily driver. We'll just go over it real quick. We have over here on the right, my integrated engineering cold air intake. Right next to that, right here, I have the APR high pressure fuel pump. In the back, I did swap out for the red top Audi coil packs. And then what you can't see, down here on the outlet side of the turbo, back here, I have the CTS turbo outlet pipe and CTS turbo muffler delete. And then covering under that, under the engine, is my ECS tuning street shield, which is basically like a big aluminum skid plate that protects the engine. And then topping everything off, I have the APR Stage 1 Plus ECU tune. And going over the power numbers that I'm putting down, stock, the Mk6 Golf R makes 248 wheel torque and 237 wheel horsepower. With the APR Stage 1 Plus tune, you're gonna see gains of 302 wheel torque and 288 wheel horsepower. So this is what I've been driving on for about a year now, having a blast with it. A really good daily driving setup. We're obviously going to add more to that, so stay tuned on the channel for that. I definitely want to add more to the engine and pay a little bit more attention here because it's looking a little dirty, you know, add a little dress up bits here and there, and definitely go for bigger power. Alright guys, that is pretty much it for my Mk6 Golf R, my daily driver. Just here sitting in the garage currently on jack stands. Filmed this part a little bit later than the rest of the video. That is because I'm preparing for the 2020 show season, so I have plenty more videos coming out with all the parts that I'm going to be installing. Over here we have some meaty tires. Big tires. So if you want to see any of that content, make sure you subscribe. Check out the channel. I'm going to be adding lots more videos. If this car really isn't your cup of tea, I'm going to be having other friends' cars on there as well. So make sure if you enjoyed the content today, drop a like, subscribe, and check out the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next one.